Hi, Bill Romansky, the old guy here at Vasa Gym. See all the Vasa red and black? That's a cool theme. Kind of calms you down while it speeds you up, huh? So, I have a video that's going to follow this, but very briefly. I was thinking about all the things that have happened to me and how far I've come. I was so crippled up, and with exercise, with good food, finally I'm getting sleep. And with addressing the miracles that God placed in my body. There's the miracle of the gut biome, you eat a lot of sugar, you're destroying your gut. You're destroying your gut, and the gut is about 110% responsible for our mental health. Did you know that? I mean, you can have good mental health and have a bad gut. I'm not saying that. But your mentality, your mentation is so affected by your gut. Also, your heart's affected by your gut, for the good or the bad. Cut out the sugar, people. Also, you're trending toward diabetes. It's because of your gut and because of what you're eating. Oh, how many things can I say about the gut? So, tweak your gut, hack it. The other thing is, listen to your body. Listen to the miracles in your body. I've been traumatized, physically, almost more than anybody I know. I know people who have been traumatized worse. And what happens when a trauma happens in the body, like in the muscles and the nerves, whatever's going on around a person at that time will actually embed a memory into the muscles and the nerves. That's where PTSD and all come from. That's half of PTSD is the body's reaction to trauma. The other half is here, and we deal with that. But it's how the body reacts to trauma and embeds traumatic memories. And then that's a protective thing. That's a miracle from God. That's to protect us and to get us through that horrible time. It works. But on the other side of that, how do we get rid of that? We exercise, we eat right, we sleep, we get off the damn internet, all that stuff on cable TV, we just get off of it. And we address our physical body to try to get over this PTSD that's in our muscles, in our very muscles, in our nerves. And that's a miracle to be able to do that, to be able to shift our brain, our attitude toward pain. A physiologist told me this. She's a great gal. She said, when let's say your muscle is traumatized, I mean in a real traumatic thing, maybe an injury associated with an attack or something like that, your muscles and your nerves actually are embedded with that traumatic memory, independent of the brain. And so that when we do get our brains fixed, our bodies aren't fixed yet. That pain, she said, that I feel, now not all of it, but the pain that I feel from an old injury that healed, the pain never went away, that's the muscle and nerve memory. But God gave us a miraculous way of dealing with that. He gave us prayer. He gave us meditation. He gave us a focus when we're doing, for instance, stretching, and that pain shows up. He gave us the ability to mentally rearrange that in our muscles and nerves, and we'll deal with it better, and it may even go away altogether. So I'm saying, my friend Pastor Barry Ross told me, we grew up distance running back in the day. He said, they've run a study on distance runners. Distance runners that take 1 day a week off don't have nearly the injuries the distance runners that go full 7 days. We can do 6 days off, or 6 days on, 1 day off, but we can't do 7 days on. Now, part of that would be attributed to, the overexertion of the seventh day. Yes, okay. But these research sports scientists found that seventh day rest gets rid of the oxidants in our system that actually tear our muscles and our ligaments and tendons down. If we don't take the day of rest, it gets rid of them. And finally, here's a thought on that. God rested on the seventh day, didn't he? Are we greater than God that we shouldn't? Now, I'm a Catholic. I'm a Christian. Some teach that Saturday is the day of rest because that's the day God rested. But I believe that Sunday, the Lord's Day, which is called the 8th day, that's the true day of rest, because that's the day that we meet, we worship God together. I take the Eucharist on the 7th day. I prepare for this day of rest. I don't do anything except church and family and friends. And so I encourage you, take your 7th day of rest, please. I know some of you are just under a real tight schedule and under a lot of stress. Take that 7th day of rest. But do like I do. Take the 8th day of rest. So here's the rest of the vid. God bless you all. This is the old guy signing off.